some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Neesmith and Siakam are the forwards. And it's Turner in at the 5 spot. Here's Hart with the drive, and he makes it on the layup.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Now here's Nembhard. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the jam.
Wow! Siakam putting something extra on that one. Just a gifted player with style and substance.
And so it's New York with it. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Shoot 2.
That free throw good from Brunson. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. And Neesmith gets it to go.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
And Brunson's got the ball here for New York. 4-point game. Fades away. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And then Turner with the dunk.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
Anunoby can't get it to go. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Siakam, pass to Halliburton. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Hart. Here we go, one-on-one. Good on the bucket. Hart's got his second basket.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
From the wing, the rebound by Turner. The Pacers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pulls it. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
The pull-up, a really big-time weapon for Halliburton. Makes it really tough to guard Tyrese.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
Indiana leading by 4. Siakam draws the double, and there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Siakam. Fires the 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Brunson outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Nembhard outside. Down low. Here's Turner. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Towns for 3. And the Knicks, another 3.
One of the all-time shooting bigs. Towns is a marksman from deep.
Siakam outside. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. Shepard, he's checked in for Nimhart. And it's McConnell in for Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. .114 left in the opening quarter. Outside Mathurin. Toppin outside. Siakam with a screen on Hart. Clock is at 3. Toppin's shot is off.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Shot's good by Hart.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. Trailing by 2. Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game now.
Obi Toppin at the line. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Indiana. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Halliburton is subbed in for Shepard. Toppin hits them both. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Indiana ball.
.44 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to McConnell. Here's Mathurin. Hits the trifecta.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch and shoot ability.
Here's Brunson. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. McConnell passes to Halliburton. Brunson with a double team. Walker for 3. Hart pulls it in. Towns taking his time here from deep three-point land. The shot no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Pacers out in front, leading by 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
On the floor for Indiana, they've got Benedict Mathurin. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Toppin, and it's Walker in at the power forward position. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside. And I'll tell you, Mathurin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. Don't let that size fool you.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Indiana leading. Outside Mathurin. starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Can't connect from short range.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
McConnell with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. Oh, hey, how about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Whoa! Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner, he's checked in for Walker, and it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And the second free throw is good. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people's shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. And he gets that one. And here's Halliburton.
Pacers lead 25-22.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Turner passes to Nembhard. Halliburton for three. Halliburton nails the three.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Anunoby on the wing. Indiana with a rebound. Turner's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Matherin. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Bridges. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Bridges has got his first 2 points.
Oh, so solid from the mid-range. Bridges understands when to rise up from there.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It's t-shirt time. We know you want one, so make some noise.
Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Tyrese Halliburton. A minute 31 left in the second. Here's Siakam driving inside, uses the glass on the layup. Siakam's got 7.
I like seeing Siakam glide towards the rim, using his athleticism to his advantage.
Here's Towns, and it's Towns with the power finish.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And here are the Pacers now, after the basket by New York on the other end. Matherin against Bridges, and it's Matherin missing.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And a deep 3 from Towns. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
3-pointer Matherin, and it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Knicks trail by 4. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Hart, pass to Anunoby. And out of bounds, the Pacers will take it. 16 seconds left in the first half. Here's Nembhard. And Indiana misses again. Here's Anunoby. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Anunoby's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pacers lead 30-28.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Indiana ahead. They're up by 2. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. Thinking about the shot. So close. Let's hear it for the participants.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Here's Brunson. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the center spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Siakam. The lead is 2. Halliburton outside. And it's Halliburton. Gets it to go inside.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guard.
Here's Brunson. The Pacers making their last shot.
He'll challenge any defender. Brunson going right after it inside.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Pacers leading by 4. Halliburton surveys the floor. From outside, off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Anunoby on the take. Count it. Good. Anunoby's got 6. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Nembhard. Out to the wing. There's Nesmith with a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Nesmith's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Excellent D there from Siakam. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Halliburton outside. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely. a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here's Halliburton. 9 points in the game. Fires at the elbow. Siakam, no good. Knicks trail by 5. Towns for 3. Knocks down the triple. 10 points for him.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Back to Nembhard. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Offensive rebound. Nesmith on the wing. Tries yet again. Chalk up 2 there.
You know, to me, this is what you love seeing from Turner, the willingness to give the ball up and get his guys going.
Towns for 3. The rebound by Nesmith. Pacers leading by 4. Siakam with a screen on Anunoby. Here's Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. There's the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Indiana making a switch here. Mathurin's checked in. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Let's go. Next. Let's see those best moves. Keep it going, keep it going.
Turner, a screen on Hart. 5 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas. And, you know, because Turner is such a good free throw shooter for his position, defenses really can't send him to the line too often. He'll make them pay.
And he's good on the second. 1:50 left to play in the third. Brunson passes to Bridges. Here's Anunoby. That one goes in. Anunoby's got 8.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. The 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one.
A guard who can do it all. Halliburton is solid at feeding the rock to his guys.
Indiana leading by 4. Halliburton outside. From 12 feet. No good. A bit long that time.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to put a lot of pressure on their perimeter shooters if he can't convert those chances.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
Just such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
Halliburton using the vertical there.
And you have have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Brunson from the arc. Oh, wow! A bomb from Brunson.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's the Pacers up by 1. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. We've got Walker. T.J. McConnell is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Toppin in at the 5. Here's Towns. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Obi Toppin. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
That one misses for Towns. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Toppin's shot is off.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's the teardrop. Anunoby can't get it to go. Indiana leading. Now Halliburton. McConnell finds Mathurin. Doubled by Towns. Inside. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
Pulls up on the wing. New York no good that time either. Indiana leading by 3. Pass to Toppin. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Soft touch off the glass.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Nembhard, he's checked in for McConnell.
Second team foul. Substitution for the Pacers. Number 2.
Outside Hart, pass to Towns. High arcing shot, and the layup is up and in. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, I like the way Towns is engaged on offense. Feels like he can score from anywhere on the floor.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Mathurin. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
You know, defensively, there's not a lot you can do in that situation. I mean, Towns is just so big and strong and long. Really hard to stop him in the paint.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a three-point game. Towns can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Turner, a screen on Hart. Pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Outside Hart. Here's Brunson. It's not going to go for him. Halliburton with some nice D. Turner with it. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nembhard. He drops it from range. And the Pacers lead by 9.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce. Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Siakam. Another shot. Nembhard outside. Pass to Nesmith. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Pacers.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency from Miles Turner.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Right side, Nesmith. The fader. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Brunson. The rebound by Nesmith. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Halliburton. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
Aaron Nesmith.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Now here's Brunson. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Hey there, I'm here with Pascal Siakam. The shots were falling for you tonight. How'd you like the flow offensively?
I like it. You know, we play for each other like we always do. Move the ball around, get the open shots. And today, they went in, so we got to continue to play.
It's helpful when it goes in. Thanks so much, Pascal.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Conley with the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. McDaniels against Williams. A quick shot there, and it's off target. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And that one drops for him.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Shots good by Williams.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Conley, it's rebounded by Hartenstein. Thunder have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Nobody near Williams. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Out to Edwards. Gobert down low. He's defended by Hartenstein.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Here's Edwards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Free throw good, Edwards. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
And it's Conley penetrating, and the layup is good.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
The Thunder with the lead. Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:32 left here in the first quarter. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick and roll sets.
Has to Gobert. And here is McDaniel. For three, Edwards. The three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Get out there on the corners of the squad. All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Conley. And a missed layup. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Thunder. Wallace. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Gobert. Williams with the block. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Wiggins missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. Gets the 14-footer to fall. He's got 9.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Caruso. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Oklahoma City ball.
Wallace looking for an opening. On the wing, Wiggins. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Williams, Alex Caruso out there with Wiggins. Then there's Wallace, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific score. Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Thunder making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Here is Edwards. The Thunder making the shot over Wallace. Edwards, no good.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Oklahoma City moving it around and finished off by Zhang.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Edwards at full speed. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace misses.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Jack. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. No one covering. And now that's 11 points here for Jalen Williams.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Holmgren can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Conley gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle with.
Timberwolves trail by 4. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wallace is checked in from Oklahoma City. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. To the inside. Here's Hartenstein. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. And stolen by Wallace. Pass to Holmgren from outside the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here's Wallace. Outside, Dort. Good. The nice assist for Williams. And it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Edwards, good.
Look, if you're open, Conley sees you. That was a great pass.
Gobert against Williams. Wallace outside. Down low, Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Wallace outside. Pass to Hartenstein. It's Dort on the wing. Here's Holmgren. Over Randall. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Oklahoma City with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. 6-point game. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the miss by Michael Conley, Holmgren gets the bucket.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Here's Edwards. What a shot by Edwards. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Bangs home the trifecta. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that way.
Yeah, you did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Now, here's Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 8. He doesn't hit that one. Nice defense from Dort. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Gilgeous Alexander's got 13.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense because of that ability to score.
Knocked loose.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Dort misses. Timberwolves have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Alex Caruso is checked in for Chet Holmgren. The Thunder leading by 8. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Conley. It's stolen by Edwards. Edwards flies in to cap off the break. What hustle!
And right there, Edwards shows you his ability to impact both sides of the ball.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. 14 points for Williams. Conley for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Caruso up top. McDaniels defending. Williams shot is off.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Edwards. Dort grabs the miss. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. Now here's Williams. He's got 14. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Now here's Wiggins. No scoring in this one. Fires for 3. The Thunder with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 9. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Over Williams. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Gobert. Conley's got 7 points.
And Conley, such a high IQ. When the mid-range opens up like that, he goes right up without hesitation.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Good on the shot.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Edwards against Wallace. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Edwards. Wallace outside. Wiggins sets a screen for Wallace. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Oklahoma City heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Back to the action in just a minute. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Wallace. Then it's Williams. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Caruso in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wallace. Again, Wallace missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Pass to Caruso. Here's Wallace. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Oklahoma City. Conley surveying the D. Now here's Edwards. Wallace covering. From the arc. Edwards can't hit.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
That one falls. And now it's an 11-point Oklahoma City lead.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
For 3, Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Conley with the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace, good. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And Mark Dagnall calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Dagnall was telling his team. Now, he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thanks, David. The first one falls.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. A 3-ball. Rebound by Williams. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
From the corner, Anthony Edwards. Bucket.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves, trailing by 10. Edwards with a tough shot. 1:39 left to play in the final quarter. Tipped away. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
On the line, Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Williams.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement. Boy, he'd sure like to have that in this back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Now here's Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Williams looking around. Back to Holmgren for the 3. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Holmgren. And it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. And now the Los Angeles starters. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for Golden State, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Green out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
The Warriors pull it in. Curry from deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Doncic passes to James. Hachimura outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Oh, trying his luck from deep. The rebound by Moody. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years. The quintessential glue guy. Green does all the dirty work. You need one of these guys on your team because he has such a diverse skill set.
Moody good. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. To the inside. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
James outside. Pass to Doncic. Shoots from 12. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And there's Luka, one of the most entertaining players in the league.
The three from Curry, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
It's James with the drive. Misses from close range. The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Richard, it's nice to have the versatility of a guy like Hachimura. Equally comfortable at either forward position.
Well, he's got the size and strength of a modern-day NBA power forward, but he also has the ability to stretch the floor and knock down a three. That's a nice combo.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Curry with it. Hayes picks him up. Curry, no good.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And finished off by Hayes.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Draymond with the assertiveness off the drive.
Jimmy.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 11 so far. Curry against Doncic. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Curry got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
How do you stop Curry? Well, in a short answer, you can't.
James outside. To the paint. And finished off by Hayes.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
Curry against Doncic. Count it. Curry's got 13.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Reeves. Pass to James. They double him with Butler. Hachimura from long range. Rebounded by Green. deep three-point range. Curry, no good. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Off target with the open look.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Lakers ahead. They're up by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the 5. That's the Warriors 5. Basket counts.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of Laker legend, 3-time Basketball Hall of Famer, the logo, Jerry West, an all-star every year of his outstanding playing career before going on to have such a successful career as a coach and as an executive. Guys, this league will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed.
An all-time great. Okay, Shams, thank you. And the basket by Curry.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Here's Curry. That won't go either for Curry.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Fires in the triple. Reeves has got 5.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
Slick move by Curry with the ball, getting the defenders off balance so he can find a shot.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Lets it go. And the Lakers tack on 2 more. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Curry with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. Butler passes to Curry. The 3. Henson grabs a miss. The Lakers lead by 4. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in, coming off that pick.
From outside the arc. 4-3, Stephen Curry.
Boy, that's unfair. Curry hitting those pull-ups.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. To the middle. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Outside Moody. Back to Curry. Launches it. Rebound by the Lakers. James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Reeves with a screen on Curry. And here's Doncic outside. No good. Warriors trail by 5. And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
Golden State has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Podziemski. unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. That one is off. Great D that time from Pajemski. 4-3. Oh, Curry from way out there.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. Hayes is checked in for the Lakers. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. James outside. Pass to Doncic. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Doncic has got 5 now.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3 shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
Now here's Reeves. To the paint. On the wing, Reeves takes the 3, and the Lakers hit again from deep. Austin Reeves has been on display for the Lakers. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Here's Curry. And so in the game for Los Angeles, at the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the center position, locking down the middle. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure. Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Elbow shot on the way, and it's cleared by Stephen Curry. Golden State has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Rebound, the Lakers. Reeves with the ball. Now guarded by Moody. Oh, Green with a block.
This is the high-impact D we expect from Green, an intelligent defender who can find these blocks.
From deep three-point land, Curry's shot is off.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now here's Green. Shot from the wing, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Curry's got 32 points in the game. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Hayes, and finished off by Hayes.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 5. Outside Reeves. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Doncic. Here's Hayes. And it's a big finish right on Draymond Green. Oh, my goodness.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
And here's Doncic outside. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Curry. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Curry's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Here's Reeves. This shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Lakers making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And he drops it first. Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
Outside for Butler. Pass to Curry. This one for 3. Buries it from 3. Curry's got 37.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Now here's Reeves. The D's right on him. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Here's Podziemski. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Podziemski's got 5 now.
That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
Butler against Reeves. James outside. Off the mark there with a 3.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Curry's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 4. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Curry. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Curry with it. 37 points for him. Fires the 3. Rebounded by LeBron. James has got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
The selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, he feeds it. Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 9. Three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Butler. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Goes up at the elbow. No good on the shot. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 6. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moses Moody out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Shot is good by Curry.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Shots good by James.
Nice little duel here. LeBron getting the 3 points back for his team.
And the Warriors with another 3.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
Counted for Vincent.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Butler, so crafty around the rim.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
If you see the stuff on the big screen, you know what to do.
Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going to do. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush the free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to Vincent. To the left side wing. And here's Connect outside. Pajimski grabs the board. Pajimski's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Curry from deep three-point land. The Lakers with a rebound. James has got 6 rebounds in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles making a change here.
Jackson Hayes, Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Hachimura outside. The 3 ball. And again, the Lakers, no good. Warriors trail by 5. To the inside. Here's Butler. Oh, tough work inside from Butler.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
James, right side. Nice tee from Moody. The Warriors have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Curry's shot is off. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. It's a 3-point game. Over Butler. Out to Hachimura from behind the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
A smart decision maker with a versatile skill set. Hachimura always takes the shots that he's comfortable with.
Here's Curry. James with the rebound. The Lakers lead by 6. Reeves with the ball. Now guarded by Moody. Oh, LeBron rocks the rim.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
and he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spencer's checked in. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter here. Doncic delivers from range.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the three. Needs to keep doing this now.
Outside Pajemski. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Warriors trail by 8. Outside Moody. Pass to Butler. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside. Here's Hachimura. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Lakers.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
Here's Doncic. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Pure from three-point range. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Green. Rebound, the Lakers. They've led by as many as 11.
Warriors foul. Jimmy Butler. First personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him. Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. He's perfect from the line this time. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And now our player of the game.